preface why we're starting right in the middle of concert pieces. I was recording on a different camera for over 30 minutes and the camera broke, and so I've lost all that footage, so we love that. Okay, so what we're currently working on is one of her junior high all district pieces, Adamant, by Larry Clark, and we decided we were going to listen to it again, especially paying attention to the solo part, just so we can get that in her head, because I have a strong feeling that that solo part might be, I haven't looked through the rest of your music yet, but I have a strong feeling that that might be your re-chair piece. So just when we're going to start back at the beginning and just finger along again while you listen, and we'll pay really close attention to the solo part, okay? Okay, I want to talk about just that part. So, if you listen to this, you have the main rhythm throughout the entire piece, so you'll have the same as the rest of the bass line. So, you'll be leading the bass line here at the beginning, okay? And now we're going into the 2 measures of rest. Here's a solo. So, from what I'm listening, I'm pretty sure that you have that exact same part with trombones and maybe more low reeds. So, I think that'll be a very important part that you need to bring out, because you basically have the melody of that whole section. Okay? So, start back at measure 31. You have the melody there. It's also melody. Okay, so basically, like we were talking about in the other recording, you have the harmony line, which towards the end, so you have the same exact rhythm as the melody, just different pitches. So, I want to start back where we were at the solo section, and I will pull up a metronome this time.
Today's video is sponsored.
No, we don't want to watch YouTube videos. Okay. So 4/4, we're going to take that much slower than the recording. Is that too fast, you think, to play the solo part?
No.
So do you want to count through it again before you play it, or do you want to just try and play it and see how that goes? Okay, so we're going to start from, the plan is to play all the way through from 23 to 31, okay? At this speed. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, I want to stop real quick. So you're playing that all correct. Like, that was the complete correct rhythms. It just was not with the metronome at all, but If you want, I can speed it up a little bit. Which I think that was about the speed you were taking it. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Is that what you were playing at? Okay. So just remember and play with the metronome. 1, 2, ready, and. Again, that was all correct. Just a little bit faster than the metronome, but I mean, if you're playing it even and playing it correct, then that's fine. So maybe just, I want to hear you run through that just from measures 23 to 31 again. Okay. 1, 2, ready, and. Okay, really good. Is there any other parts in this piece that you'd like to work on? Is there any other parts that are challenging you, or you say like, oh, I don't know how to play that, or
I'm gonna go through the whole thing.
you just play through the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Can you start from the beginning?
you want,
with music again?
so you want to play with the music this time?
Yeah, because if I can hear it, I can do it. I can basically copy it.
Okay, that's fine. If that works, I mean, I'm honestly the same way. Once I get something under my fingers, I like to practice with the track. So
I can't play it while I do it. I just like do go to measure
5
to measure 5, and then I'll play it to measure 5.
So you're saying for me to play the track up to measure 5 and then cut it and then you'll just keep on going? Okay, if that works for you, that's fine with me. Okay, so we're gonna start.
I'm not playing. I'm not playing it yet. I play that first and.
Oh, so you want to hear it first and then
yeah,
you can
and then
play.
I'm gonna go to measure 5.
Okay. So. I think even the speed that you were taking the soli was even too fast. So, I mean, that works too because you'll already have it under your fingers at a faster tempo, so it'll be easier to slow down. Okay, so play for you. That's still too fast, even. So let me play it over. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Will you play C natural at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's fine. Okay, so then why don't you play that section by yourself? So 1, 2, ready, and. I think you're holding one note too long somewhere, so it's 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. So it's the same rhythm over and over again. So 1, 2, ready, and. That's what it is. You want to hold that 4 on the second, the last beat of the second measure a little too long. You want to make that a quarter note instead of an eighth note. So it's the same rhythm as the one that says dun 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 dun. Okay, 1, 2, ready, and. Oh, there we go. I noticed what you wanted to make it a dotted 8/16. Da da da. Da 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 da. 1, 2, ready. So you've almost got it. So we'll just start back over again. Just repetition is the best way to get it. 1, 2, ready, and. Oh, there you go. Okay. So it's da 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 da. Okay. 1, 2, ready, and. You did it again. You did it again. You're so close. You're so close. So da 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 da. So it's the same. 1, 2, ready, and. Close. You're so close. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. You're so close. You're so close. You're so close. Da 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 da. You're so close. You're so close. It's that one beat and that one measure that's tripping you up. You want to hear it on the recording again? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's start back. Dun 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 dun. Here. So close. You had the first measure is perfect. So just whatever you did on the first measure, just repeat it for 3 times. So just okay. Is that do you hear the difference? Do you hear what you're doing? Dun 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 dun. That's what you're doing. Dun 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 dun. That was right up until then. Do you notice yourself wanting to play a quarter note in 7/8 there? Okay, play it again. You did it again. You're so close. You're so close. Okay, just start back at the beginning again. That was right up until then. It's that, but you're stopping yourself right before you make the mistake. I can hear you do it. You're right before it. So. So close. It's just that one measure is just a little bit off, like that one beat on that one measure. So if you think, just repeat the first measure that you play over and over again, just in your head. Here, let me take your music away, and because you know that part, it's just the same note. Dun 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 dun. No. Let's dun 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 dun.
Play the music while I play it.
Okay. While you play it? Okay. Pull it up for you. Let's do that again. That was a lot better. You almost got it all the way through. It's just that one, everything else about what you're playing is perfect. It's just that one note. That one beat. Okay. And I think maybe today it might not even happen. Sometimes I notice myself when I'm in my lessons with Dr. Oyen, there's just one little stupid thing that I just keep messing up, kept just that day. And then I'll come back to it an hour later, or I'll come back to it the next day, and I'm not doing it anymore. So sometimes it just takes a little bit to get in. But, I mean, besides that, that was really good, and the solo was good. So do you want to play through the whole thing? Or do you want to try a different piece of music and see? Just to give that one a break, just so that'll set in a little bit. You want to listen to Android Attack?
Sure.
Or do you want to, is there another piece that might be a little bit more difficult? Because this one seems kind of easy for you. Can I just look through your music real quick so I can kind of pick out, you hand me the other one too? Just to see, because usually I can kind of get in the judge's mind of where they might pick for your
Also, there's some on the back too. Wait.
oh yeah, I'm just now saying that. Honestly, I'll have to listen. I play Celtic Air and Dance, but it's been, well, but there is some eighth notes from 25 to, I don't even know what that is. Do you want to work on this? This one honestly kind of looks like it might be your more difficult piece, either this one or Majestica.
The Celtic Dance.
Yeah, let's look at Celtic Air and Dance because I think that might be a little bit more difficult. So here, set that over there for me. And why don't we listen through real quick just to make sure, but 25 does look a little bit difficult, so that could be the one that they might pick for you. And this is a really famous piece too. Michael Sweeney, okay. Measure 6. And 4 and verse 7. God. Done. That's a really fun one. And I don't know, did you recognize the first move, the Parting Glass? Do you recognize that song?
No.
Ed Sheeran he sings that at the end of one of his songs. I know you like Ed Sheeran. So maybe if you want to get that in your head, just listen to some Ed Sheeran. But I definitely think, because the 25 is kind of when the bass line kind of takes over the melody. So, I mean, that could be also a good contender for reach air songs. So, you want to just count through, you know how we count through our songs. Why don't we just do that whole line from 25 until the end of the line? Okay? So we'll just do it really slow, just make sure we get accuracy. 1, 2, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if you notice, the first two measures of that line, where are the eighth notes? What beats are they on? One and what else? One and 2. So it's 1 and 2 and then in measure 3, where are the eighth notes? What beats are they on? You're right here. So it's on 3 and 4. So it kind of reverses. So the first one's 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and then it switches 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So it switches. You notice that? So they'll be kind of like the opposite of each other. So, you want to just play through measure 25, that line just really slow. Okay, let's start just play the first measure. 1 and 2 and close. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and yeah, let's start just this 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's just start just play these 3 measures, just the 8 notes. So it's B flat, A. Let me find that part in the song, just so you can hear. Because I might be able to solfege sing it through, but it might not be the prettiest thing in the world. Actually, I think I'll put it on it. I can't find exactly where it is, so I'll just go through it. Oh, I'm not there. There we go. Let's start that back over. 3. Okay, so did you hear it? Close. So you had the first two. So those are long. Those first 2 notes are long. This won't be in the here. Let me borrow this real quick. This won't be in the right key because I'm just gonna play a concert pitch on the piano. But this is kind of the idea of what it sounds like. This is not exact because my brain is not transposing today. again, that was not the exact pitches. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so just play. Perfect. Yeah, that's it. Is there any other part in this piece that you think might be a little bit difficult that you want to work through? So measure 16 to basically where we just left off. So why don't we just play from 16 to 25. So 1, 2, ready, and. No, right, we're gonna start right here. 1, 2, ready, and. Where are you playing at? So that you're not holding that note out long enough. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it's a whole note. And I also think you're playing the higher octave. You bring it down an octave. No, the lower. Where exactly? I'm playing at measure 16.
Why
Right?
are you playing at measure 16?
Well, we're not reading the same music. This again will not be the same notes as what you're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the beginning of the measure 16. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me see how much time we have left. Oh, well. We're at the end of the time that my camera has, but just play from measure 16 on. Okay, we'll just stop there. Another thing, just the theme of this lesson is just holding notes out for their full value, holding them out for staccato. So, when you have a whole note, make sure you're counting it out for four whole beats, half notes, 2 full beats, quarter notes, 1 beat, just making sure you play it all the way through. But besides that, I think, we're going to do another